hours on a Monday.
100%.
It's a big ask for anyone at this point. He was still, I think, sprinkling in more things that we enjoyed than Vince did, but it's just Vince is going to be over his shoulder with some of the booking decisions. Like I'm pretty convinced that Chad Gable, at one point I was convinced that Chad Gable would be the one to eventually end the run of Gunther, and then Gunther can move on to bigger and better things. I'm not convinced of that anymore because the man who once wanted to call him Shorty G. Oh, get it? Hilarious. He's short. Get it? Shorty G. Like I don't think that man is going to allow Chad Gable to be the Intercontinental Champion.
Do you understand when I say nothing's going to change and I threw it over to Broads? Do you know why I did that? Because nothing's really going to change if Vince is going to have a full say over what Triple H wants to do. I mean, the other thing, too, on a deeper level, guys, with this TKO, is that this is probably one of the last of the Mavericks in which you could say what you want, you can do what you want, and there won't be any repercussions. From the UFC side, you know what's going on there. Even though as three of us, we don't talk about it, on our shows or our platforms, I mean, pretty much these fighters are saying whatever they want. They want to use, homophobic slurs on these shows. You can say what you want, and ultimately you get rewarded.
Right
now in WWE, if that happens, I'm sure Vince would, look down on that. But is a wrestler fired for that? I don't know. I just think under this TKO, especially with Dana White, slap your wife right in public. That's fine. Still in charge. You want to call somebody a homophobic slur? That's fine. You want to use the N-word? That's fine. Because there's no repercussions. Now, here's the thing. Now it's under this TKO banner. I don't know how that changes.
I think the biggest difference between UFC and WWE is that WWE has television partners to answer to, right? Like if you use an ethnic slur, if you use the N-word on USA, USA is going to have something to say, right? And you're going to get in when the majority of the money you make comes in from the television networks, that just puts a little bit more pressure on you as a company. Whereas UFC doesn't necessarily have that. They're all